Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. I feel good. We got a beautiful morning going here in Southern California. Clear skies. Everything seems crisp and fresh. On my way to serve my time. Going to the hamster wheel here. But I just wanted to chime in. Talk about this stupid No Kings protest, another one. It's the dumbest thing, I swear, dude. Like, I don't understand what their point is. They hate Trump. That's it? That's the whole reason they're doing it? Because they can't stand Trump? Well, you know what? Most of Americans didn't like Joe Biden. You didn't see us out in the streets, closing streets down and blocking traffic and interrupting everything because we didn't like Joe Biden and his open borders, okay? And his economy, okay? You didn't see us out there screaming and crying and causing a ruckus like these idiots at these No Kings protests. I don't... There's something behind it, man. It's like my gut's telling me it's people like George Soros that hate this country, and like some of these corporations that want to take over everything. They're behind it, because I think half them protesters are hired protesters. And I think that our government, Trump or whoever, should follow the money and find out who is funding these protests and frickin' deal with them, okay? Because it's minus the disruption of communities and streets. It's the indoctrination of our people and sending a message that, our president that's trying to fix his country is a bad guy, which he's not. And that's not right, that somebody can, fund these type of anti-American, anti-Trump protests. It's not right, man. And I think they should follow the money and deal with whoever's funding these things. And you know what? Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But to take it to the streets, that's a whole different level, man. That's a whole different level. And what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Look, we're here. We're crying. We're like crying big babies that can't take the loss and deal with it like normal people do at the voting booths, okay? Hey, when Biden and Obama were in there, the people that didn't vote for them, they didn't take that shit to the street. Hey, if anybody should have took anything to the street, it should have been the people on the right when Joe Biden cheated and got that and rigged the election. His cronies rigged the election and squeaked his ass by, and then he opens the borders and we get flooded with illegals. That's when the right should have took it to the street, but we didn't. They didn't. They did it the right way, the civil way, okay, and voted his sorry ass out. And then Democrats had the audacity to skip the primaries and put Queen Kamala in there without a single vote. And they're bitching about Trump being a king. I would say skipping the primary and putting Kamala in there without a vote is more like a king move to me, except she's a queen idiot. And they're such hypocrites, man. Like, and most of the people that are out there protesting, they don't even know why they're there, really. They just paid, or they're just doing because that's what Democrats tell them to do, like little sheeple, you know? All they can say is, Trump's a dictator, Trump's a Nazi, orange man bad. That's it. Pretty much that's all they got. That's all they got. And that's because that's what they're told. And that's why their asses got voted out, legitimately. And that's why Trump's in there. Hey, sorry he had to do the tariffs. Sorry. But you know what? If something wasn't done to try to get our businesses back here into this country, our country would be over like soon, okay? It's already like right there. Something had to be. That's why Trump's in there in the first place, because people know this, you know? Yeah, it sucks having to pay tariffs. It sucks, but you know what? It's going to strengthen our country and bring businesses back, give money to our government that we need for our government stuff, you know? So, and that's just temporary anyways, you know? People want to bag on Trump about this and that, but there's a reason he's doing it. It's not just because he's a greedy rich man that wants money. He's got plenty of money, all right? He ain't even worried about money, okay? It's not that. He's doing things for a reason, all right? He's closing the borders for a reason. He's doing tariffs for a reason. Everything he does has a reason and a purpose, and it's all to help this country, make this country great again. That's what it is. And you know, people just don't care. They want their instant gratification, okay? They want to just bypass the laws, let the illegals become citizens, you know, bypass the primaries, just put whoever they want in there without a single vote, get a cheap product for a cheap price from another country that's taking our business, but they don't care about the country. Rather just get the instant gratification, right? And not worry about the consequences down the line, down the road. You know, just keep kicking the can down the road, see what happens. Eventually, it you know, our lunch gets eaten. So, you know, there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing. The agenda is to help this country. I don't know why people can't see it. The road to the, you know, the road to get this country fixed is not going to be pretty. You know, if it was easy, it would have been done already. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be, we're going to have to suffer a little bit. You know, we're going to have to suffer a little bit. Yeah, we're already suffering, but that's not Trump's fault. That's not Trump's fault. You know, he's trying to do what he can do to try to stop the freaking, you know, the way this country was going, man, the selling out of this country, man. He's trying to stop that, you know? And like I said in a million of my other videos, we're going to have to pay a little bit, you know, for a while. We're going to have to suffer and pay extra for this and that. But that's the incentive to get the business back here in this country and start getting stuff American made again. And instead of having to import it, they, you know, it makes sense to me. Okay, if you don't like the tariffs, don't buy stuff that's out of the country. Buy American-made stuff. Hello? You know? If you want to come to this damn country and live here and reap the benefits of this country, do it the right way. Don't cut in line and try to cheat the system. Okay? Hello? McFly? I swear, dude. It's not rocket science, man. You know, it's not. Look at how ghetto the cities are. New York, LA, so ghetto. Is that what you want? You want criminals on the street and ghetto neighborhoods you can't even walk in? Really? Come on, man. That's bullshit is what it is. People need to get with the program, man. And you know what? We're going to have to pay for the damage that's been done, man. We're going to have to pay to get our shit back to civil, civil cities, civil society, instead of freaking Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome bullshit that people seem to embrace on the left. It's bullshit, man. I'm not down with that. I'll pay a little extra. Sure. But you know what? I still support Trump, man. I don't care what anybody says. So what? He grabbed some broad in the pussy. Who cares? Not my issue. Nobody ever saw him on the island. Nobody ever saw him with kids. He's not a pedophile. That's all talk. All bullshit. These people, they'll believe whatever, though. As long as it's democracy. As long as it's liberals. Hell, democracy or nothing, right? I'm done. Done ranting. I gotta go serve my time, wipe my own ass, handle my own business. But I just wanted to rant on that a little bit because I'm watching these idiots with another King's protest. It's so stupid. Really. It's the dumbest thing looking. It just makes them look bad. They're guaranteeing the Republicans another win. Thank you, idiots. So anyways, y'all have a good day. We'll catch you later.